Hello and welcome to this movement for menopause practice. My name is Suzanne Lawson. Come into cross-legged position on the mat with your hips higher than your knees. I'm just demonstrating here. I'm using a block to lift my hips up to keep my spine straight. If this isn't good for your knees, you could come into hero's pose. I would grab 2 blocks for hero's pose and just come with the blocks in between your legs, and you can sit up like this, and that brings strength and length into the spine. So once you've got your preferred position, just want you to bring your palms into prayer, thumbs pressing into the front of your chest, and just drop your chin slightly just to bring some length into the back of the neck. So I just want to talk a little bit here about breath work and how this helps us and supports us when we are dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, which you may be experiencing through your menopause journey. So when we do yoga, we move with intention, but we also move with intentional breath. We inhale and we exhale. So let's just practice a few breaths here on an inhale and exhale. So inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale. So just bringing some movement into your body, into your breathing system. And now open your eyes and we'll just come into a couple of stretches. So plant your right hand down on the mat and bring your left arm up and over to your ear, fingertips just above the ear. And we're just going to bring a nice stretch for the back of the shoulder blade. So drawing that right shoulder blade back and the left shoulder blade down as you inhale and exhale. Let's do a few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Just continue your breathing as you're grounding down through the hips, connecting your body to the earth beneath you, and just allowing your mind to focus on your breath. Releasing any tension in the upper back, middle back, and lower back. Let's come to the other side. So drop your left hand down and your right arm comes up now. So this might be different this side. So if you do need a prop for your hand that's on the floor, grab it now. Block, books, just bringing the earth higher up to you. Or you might want to just rest it on the block like I'm doing now. Just play around with props and just see how it feels for your body. And remember, each side is different. So start to take your focus to your breath. That inhale as you lengthen the spine, and your exhale as you draw your shoulders back. So we're just going to come into a few rolls of spine here. So bringing your palms back down onto your knees. I just want you to slightly come forward with your chest and look up and broaden that collarbone. It's the area in the front of your chest underneath your neck. And draw the shoulders back and down. So really start to notice your breath here. And now pressing down into those knees, can you start to pull your body back by rounding your shoulders? So inhale, come forward and look up. Exhale, pressing all the way back as you roll those shoulders. Bringing some movement into the spine as you look up. And then when you draw yourself all the way back through, releasing any tension. So bringing movement into our spine really helps our brain function. It brings oxygen into the blood, into our body, and really helps us to build up this energy. So we're going to do that same movement now, but on our hands and knees. So come onto your mat, onto your hands and knees. You might want some padding for your knees. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Let's just take a moment to get aligned. And then look up. And then round and look back. So just ease into it first. Really sending that breath to the back of the body. And then on your inhale, drawing your shoulder blades back, collarbones forward, look up. And then exhale, round the spine. Draw the belly button in if you can. Really feeling that breath in the back of your back ribs. And just ease out here any tension. So now we're going to do that with breath. So it's a little bit quicker than what we've been doing. So we inhale, exhale. So inhale through the nose, look up. Exhale, round the back. Look towards the belly. Inhale. And exhale. So you're continuing your breathing as you inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Bringing movement to your spine. It may feel nice just to pause in either cow or cat. Just do what feels good for your back and your hips. Maybe a few spine rolls. So we're just going to put that together by standing. So come to the front of your mat and stand up. So bring your feet together and bring your hands down by your thighs. So I'm just going to talk here a little bit about alignment and functionality of yoga. Now, essentially, you're now in one of the main poses in yoga, which is called Tadasana, mountain pose. And this pose is the fundamental poses of yoga. And I'm going to talk you through how you can bring strength into this pose by simply just standing. But we bring strength through intentional breathing. So first of all, we want to look at our feet. So close the eyes. I want you to just really concentrate on what I'm saying. So imagine you have 4 corners of your feet. So each foot has 4 corners. Try now pressing down into all 4 corners of those feet. And then I want you to engage the kneecaps. And by that, I mean try and see if you can draw those kneecaps up into the tops of your legs. This will then ignite the muscles in the tops of your legs. Can you draw your belly back in towards your navel? And can you tuck your tail slightly so that you're all in one complete line? So far we have our knees over our ankles and our hips over our knees. And now let's look at the shoulders and the neck. So can you see if you can draw those shoulders back and down the back body, maintaining that pressure in the legs. Don't forget to breathe here. So we're practicing this functional asana, Tadasana, mountain pose. So now let's think about the collarbones. As we talked about earlier in our cat-cow, we drew those collarbones open and forward. So as you're drawing your shoulder blades back and down, can you draw those collarbones forward? Remember, still drawing that belly in, still drawing those kneecaps in, and still pressing down into all 4 corners. Now drop the chin to the chest a moment. Now can you see as you slowly start to lift your chin up, can you imagine you're intentionally drawing your head back into that midline? So now you should have a beautiful straight posture from the base of your feet all the way to the top of your head. Continue to breathe as you draw those shoulders back. So now your chin is slightly lifted and pulled back, neck long, shoulders back, collarbones wide, belly draws in, tailbone down. Engage the kneecaps and drawing them up to bring strength into the legs, and pressing all four corners of the feet into the mat beneath you. And breathe. This is your mountain pose, your steady pose. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. Inhale and exhale. So let's bring the arms into this pose now. So wherever you are, you may not get right up with your arms either side of your ears. Just have a go and see how you get. You may want to open the arms out slightly. Let's just see how far without hunching the shoulders up. So just take a moment, see what preference you like, and see if you can gaze up towards your arms or towards your hands. And then I want you to just from here hinge from your hips, from your waist, all the way forward, and then bend the knees to get your hands to the floor. Now you still might not have enough space here to get your hands to the floor. This is why we have blocks. So you can use your blocks to bring the floor up towards you. However, the space might be because of your belly. I have a belly, so I like to keep my legs wider than my hips. So now see how that feels. And again, you might need blocks, and that's fine. Bring some blocks, whatever height you need. Or you might just want to grab both elbows and just let everything drop here, which is a wonderful release in the back. So whilst we're experimenting with this forward fold, just see what works for you. See where you're feeling that tension. But remember to breathe. You're not just hanging here. You're breathing here. You're moving with intention. So we're moving into a forward fold with intention. So we inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep going in your own breath, enjoying the stretch. Remember to press those feet into the mat beneath you, drawing the kneecaps up still, and then release. And we're going to come into our next pose, which is flat back. So bring your hands up to your thighs. And you can take a slight bend in the knees, but ideally you want your legs straight. So start to bring your upper body forward to bring some length into your flat back. So pressing the hands into the tops of the thighs, drawing the shoulder blades back, lifting the tailbone up and back. Look down. You don't want to be looking forward or up here because you want that length in the neck mirroring the length in the spine. Draw the elbows back and in, and then just forward fold. So bend those knees a lot and bring yourself all the way back down to the mat. So let's do that a couple of more times so that you can see how that feels for you. So just bring your palms back up, pressing the palms into the thighs, draw shoulder blades back, and exhale, bend the knees, drop the head, and relax. Take a breath, and let's come back up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. And again, inhale, flat back. And exhale, sliding forward, drop the head. Inhale, come back to flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Drop that head. And breathe. So bring your hands to your hips. And I really want you to press your hands into the hips here. And we're going to come up to stand in one big inhale. So you're going to really press your feet really, really firmly into the ground beneath you. Pressing your hands into your hips as you draw yourself all the way up on one big inhale. Release the hands, bring them up and over, and look up like we did right at the beginning. And then we're going to exhale a breath and come all the way back down to Tadasana. So let's do that movement and flow with the breath. So palms to prayer. Inhale and exhale. Let's move. Inhale, arms come up, look up. Exhale, bend the knees and draw yourself all the way forward. Drop the head. Inhale, flat back. Draw shoulders back. Exhale, bend the knees and drop yourself all the way forward. Take your hands to your waist, to your hips. And inhale, power your legs. Draw your arms all the way up, look up. And exhale, come all the way back down. Prayer pose, Tadasana. And let's go through that again. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, drop the head. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, pressing into the four corners of the feet as you draw up. Bring your arms up, look up, and exhale, Tadasana. Let's do that a couple of more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, power yourself all the way up to standing, look up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to waist and power all the way up. Bringing arms up, look up. And exhale, Tadasana. Well done. Close the eyes and notice how you feel. So notice how you feel. Notice the energy that you've created in your body through movement. In yoga, this is known as prana. And you move this prana throughout your bloodstream into all of your organs and through your muscles. And this sends signals to your brain to support you in relaxation and calm. In the Bible of Yoga, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, it's an almost 2,000-year-old text. The first thing that they say in this is yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. In other words, we practice yoga in order to bring the mind towards stillness. It's such a hard thing to do, but it's the greatest gift you can give yourself in training your mind to slow down, smooth out your breath, so that your mind has somewhere to land. And with that, my friends, let's come down into our final pose, which is Shavasana. So this translates as corpse pose. So I want you to get really comfortable for corpse pose, because this is where you truly will relax. So if your back's tight, grab something to go underneath your knees. And if you prefer something to support your neck, grab a towel or a small blanket and roll it up and put it at the back of your mat. And then come to lie down on your back. Now I have a blanket here and I have an eye pillow with lavender in. I'm a bit hot, so I'm not going to put the blanket on me. I'm just going to put it across my belly just for some weight, to give me a little bit of weight as I come to lie down. And you want your thighs wider so that imagine you've got each ankle on the top corners of your mat. So your legs are apart, feet are just completely relaxed away from you, legs relaxed, and you want your arms away from you just to give them some breath, and your palms facing up. So grab any props that you need. So you might want to pop your eye pillow on. So we're not going to be here for very long, but if you do have time, the next video will automatically start, and that will go straight into your Shavasana practice. But just notice how you feel after this practice, after this movement practice with breath. Thank you for joining me on the mat. Namaste.